What is up? I am back. I've missed you guys. It has been quite some time since I've put out some fresh content for you. I do apologize for that, but on the other hand, life's, and things happen, and hopefully I can summarize what's been going on lately in my life without drawing this out, because kind of on the road right now. Just running errands today before I head home, but I figured today would be the day for me to actually record something and kind of give you something to go off of going forward for this channel. A little bit of housekeeping before I get into it. Probably not going to. I don't imagine I'll be very consistent going forward with new videos. It's very sporadic. Again, now that I've got a full-time job and all that and everything else that I got going on, it's filming right now is not at the top of my priorities, because I'm working mostly, and then whenever I'm not working, I'm trying to spend time with my family as much as possible, because the job I'm in, it's a full 40-hour week job, and takes up quite a bit of my time, and I'm still kind of getting used to that kind of schedule that I'm doing right now. It's a very early morning kind of schedule, and so yeah, that's kind of what I got going on right now. But I will do my very best to update you guys on what's going on in my life, what's going on with my my journey, whatever I got going on aside from that, and hopefully I can get back to a more consistent schedule in the future. Fingers crossed. I mean, with what's going on today in crypto, things are looking very good. I'm filming this on a Saturday, so I'm sure most of you have, already checked prices and seen the green candles, the big green candles. Yeah. Let's see. I did write something. I did write some prices down just so I can, kind of give you a little bit of crypto content, right? I know I'm not really a crypto channel, but I like to invest in crypto, so I might as well let you know what's going on with my investments. This isn't a complete list, but it's just what kind of caught my eye when I looked on TradingView just before I started filming. XRP, $1.14 right now. Fucking cool. That's a good start. It's a good start, guys. That dollar amount was that's a big milestone right there, to get to that dollar amount. Now we got to get past the all-time highs. Now we got to get into price discovery, right? So good so far. Not enough to make me just jump off my couch and start screaming to the top of my lungs, but we've only just begun with this, right? So staying neutral right now, that's key for me. Not going into the swing, emotional swings of the ups and downs of whatever these prices are going to do, because big green candles sometimes could equate to big red candles shortly after. So just staying neutral right now. I know overall it's going to be a good 2025. I know that much, but continuing, Bitcoin 91,000, XDC, another one of my holdings, in the ISO coin, kind of family. 4 cents, pushing towards 5 cents. Looking really good. HBAR, near and dear to my heart. One of my favorite holdings, to be honest. That's at 9 cents currently, and I'm expecting that to do very well. And it's definitely still going to be one of my long-term holdings. And then another coin near and dear to my heart. It's a ride or die kind of coin that I've held during the bear market years. I was buying during 22, 23. XLM, that coin has taken off. That thing, man, it said, XRP, you're doing great, but I think it's our time to fly now. I think we're gonna kind of step out a little bit. So good for Stellar, good for them. I hope they can get to that point to where they can kind of have their own price discovery, without really depending too much on XRP. But so far that's what we've seen, right? So it's not a stretch to say that it'll probably continue to ride on the coattails. And hey, if you're gonna ride on somebody's coattails, why not XRP, right? So that's the crypto corner of today's episode. Going in another direction now. Couple of things happened recently. I don't know if I want to get into too much detail about one of these things, but I guess the other thing. Let me just adjust this real quick because I'm kind of mobile today. I don't have my tripod or anything. Things are looking good in my life right now, and I'm very proud of myself because I've been managing my stress and my anxieties very well. Things that used to trigger me no longer affect me as much. I'm feeling like I'm staying very neutral in a lot of different situations, with my friends, family, politics, crypto, life, work. I'm very much just open to anything that this simulation provides, and I did this one random thing. I was watching an RKX video, and he was talking about pattern breaks in order to effect what you got going on. If you want change in your life, you need to have a pattern break in your life in order to kind of reset everything and force the matrix to adjust to what you're trying to do, what you want to change. And so I kind of felt like I needed a pattern break for some reason. I felt like I was getting stuck in some routines, not ones that I was enjoying. And however minuscule it was, I took a different route home. I didn't say anything. I didn't vocalize what I was going to do. I just thought it, and I was just like, okay, normally I exit here, but instead I'm going to exit over here. And then instead of going left, I'm going to go right. And instead of continuing that way, I'm going to make a U-turn and go the other direction for a little bit, and then I'm going to flip back around and then go home. And then just before I decided, okay, right where I'm supposed to turn, there's a grocery store. I usually pass that. Instead, I went in and I got some stuff. And I was like, hey, I'm just going to grab some snacks for the family. Just because, just random. And they, of course, appreciated that. We had like a little movie night as a result. So that was fun. And I felt better. The pattern break really helped. And I think I'm going to continue to do that. And I'm going to keep this matrix on its toes as much as possible so that it can never really get a beat on what I want to do going forward. Sounds crazy. Maybe not. I don't know. Let me know what you think. So aside from that, the other thing, it's definitely more serious. It's nothing to do with me personally. Like I'm okay. I'm physically fine, mentally fine. Like I'm in a good place right now in my life, but and I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to reveal individuals involved, but basically I had to kind of talk someone off a ledge, so to speak, recently, and that was intense. And it wasn't like how do I say this without like revealing anything? Basically, a friend hit me up, told me what was going on, and it was it was looking a little dangerous, basically, you know, and it was kind of concerning and a little scary. And I kept them on the phone for 45 minutes. Kept them talking, kept them listening, kept them off of what they were wanting to possibly do to themselves. And luckily, a family member of theirs showed up at the door, came in, and was able to kind of continue the de-escalation of the situation. So yeah, I'm grateful that happened. I'm grateful that was the result. I'm grateful that my friend is still alive, and hopefully they're on a path of healing and resolving, you know, whatever they got going on in their life, you know, because a lot of times you just never know what's going on in somebody's life, because they're not going to tell you. They don't want to burden you, you know, and I mean, it's, for me, it's like, it's easy to say, well, just reach out, you know, like why don't people just reach out before they get to that place, you know? And it's like, it's not easy. You don't want to some people don't, you know, like, they don't think like that, you know? You don't want to let people down. You don't want to disappoint people in your life. You don't want to burden them with your problems, you know? And I get that, and I'm so grateful that this friend reached out, and we got to talk, you know, and yeah, I'm grateful that the result of all that was, you know, was a positive one, where it didn't end up in, you know, kind of tragedy. But it's one of those things where it's like, it's a day at a time kind of thing, you know. And that's a rough place to be in, you know, mentally, physically. And I've told you guys about, you know, kind of the shit I dealt with, you know, where I was dealing with a lot mentally and physically, and it was driving me insane. And I had a breakdown, and I'm glad I got through it, but it was tough, you know. And I'm glad I had my wife there with me to guide me through it all, you know. And I know other people, sometimes they just don't have that person. They don't have that support system in place to help them when they really need it, you know. So I'm grateful to have been in that position, to have been able to help, even if it was just to keep them on the phone, keep them talking, you know, keep them off of what they were thinking of doing, you know. And yeah, it sucks when that happens, you know, because I know in this channel, it's one of my core messages is like, I want people to understand that they are not alone. I don't want them to feel alone. There's communities that you know, one can be a part of, and there are good people in this world still. Maybe they're few and far between, but they're still out there, you know, and they're willing to help. They're willing to lend an ear, even if it's, you know, just however much time that they can give, you know. They're still open arms, willing to give it, you know. And another core message of mine is, you know, try to be that good example. And so I was grateful to be put in that position, you know. I don't want my friends to ever apologize for needing help from me. If they need my help, I want to be ready to be able to do that. It's my hope that when the opportunity comes up, when the situation arises, I'm able to actually step up and be there for them. That's my goal. That's how I set a good example for others, you know, by showing people that it can be done. You can help. You can be of service. It doesn't have to be in big, giant chunks. It can be something just as simple as picking up the phone when they call. When your friends reach out to you and they need your help, pick up the phone, because you never know when the shoe is on the other foot, you know. So like I said, crazy situation, but ultimately, I hope they're on the path to healing, and I will continue to be there for anyone that needs my help, anyone that needs assistance, anyone that needs to talk, shoot the shit, hang out, like whatever you need. I am at your service. So with that, I'm gonna end this episode at the Money Paradise channel. Again, I will probably not be on, filming on a consistent basis, and that's something I set out to do early on, but as time goes on, I find myself busier and busier and busier, and I think part of that too is me making the time, and sometimes I'm a little disorganized with my time, my time management, especially on my days off. Sometimes I don't want to do anything, after a week at the IRS. And thank you, Alan, for not outing me during your last live. It's okay. I'll out myself. I work at the IRS. Cue the booze. I'll see if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that on my editing, but yeah, it's a job, right? So that's what I'm doing to make a paycheck, and hey, we will see how 2025 shakes out, because you never know what can change in your life, and you might just say deuces to this job. I'm out. I got that crypto money now, so I can execute some plans here, right? To some extent, that's part of my plan, but again, we'll see how it all shakes out. Either way, things are looking up for us, guys. Definitely. 2025 especially. I don't care what happens in the world. I honestly, I'm not afraid of whatever happens on the news, because I don't watch it. I don't care what happened from the election. By the way, I voted in the election. I was not intending to. What ended up happening was, because I'm still in training at work, I have like coaches helping me for like on-the-job training, and because everyone else was voting, because we get like time off to vote, if I had stayed, I would have been the only person there taking phone calls, with no coaches, no assistants to help me if I ever ran into a situation I couldn't handle, because I'm still in training. So at that point, I decided, yeah, I think I'll just take that time to vote. I wrote myself in for president, by the way. There's one vote for Money Paradise out there for president, and then I just voted on like the local, propositions and stuff for California. But yeah, I didn't vote for any representatives, because no, I'm not into that. Either way, whatever happened from the election, and life goes on, right? So with that said, I will end the video now, and I miss you guys. I hope you leave a comment to let me know what's going on in your lives. If you got my phone number, reach out. Let me know what's going on in your world, and we'll talk soon. I know I owe a couple of you a phone call either way. So with that said, you guys take care. I will see you next time. Much love, everyone. Deuces.